Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hey guys, Jim here from Creative Playing Podcast Network. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. We've actually made a Kickstarter to help make the podcast a little better, pick us up some new audio and a little video equipment, and if our Kickstarter goes really well, we're actually going to be getting digital artwork equipment, so that way we can make a webcomic on the Creative Playing Podcast Network website, so that way we can make a few more things to help make the podcast just a little bit better, a little bit more fun. Hope you guys get a chance to check out Kickstarter, and it's going to be called Help Creative Playing Podcast Make Upgrades for Season 2. Alright guys, like always, thank you for listening, and thank you for any support you can provide. If you can't help us out monetarily speaking, by all means, please help us by sharing the word. And if you've got any friends that like gaming out there, conventions, anything along those lines, even if they want to just see some things, just let them know about our Kickstarter, and hopefully by word of mouth, by the end of September, we can go ahead and get this launched. Alright guys, thank you very much. Welcome back to D&D Journey, the 5th edition. Okay, so Gary, what is your barbarian?
Okay, I'm going to leave the group as soon as I hear about the shenanigans in the pit and go there early and stealth around and look for stuff.
Oh, I found it.
I'm going to go with the 24.
Okay, you
I
definitely
do that too.
ditch the group and you go out to the quarry. You see a bunch of rock workers.
Yeah, I stealth around. Okay, what do I see?
You do
Do I see
notice
any
that
ambushy things?
You don't see any real ambushy things. It looks like folks are doing the day-to-day business. But there were some people talking about that weird guy that came running out that they saw to the west of the quarry
Oh, that would be that priest we
a few hours ago.
that priest we couldn't kill.
The cult leader.
Yeah.
Okay, Xander will now break out with a few of these goals. You got to hear.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So, $65.
Well, you got to explain what it is.
These are the stretch goals. It was for 50 Shades of Vorpal.
And what is 50 Shades of Vorpal?
It's some sort of RPG Kickstarter?
On Kickstarter. But what was funnier was the stretch goals. 65, I had the Panther class. 66, I write the Panther class. 123, I had demi halflings. 125, I had double hemi halflings. 150, I had small enough weapons for the double hemi halflings. 244, I edit. 288, I really edit. 315, I hire my buddy Jay to help. 346, I pay the writer. 368, I pay the artist. 487, I had the demi paladins. 500, I had the bard. 501, I removed the bard. 584, Vorpal Boy Scouts. I write a letter of thank you to everyone involved. 731, I write a real letter of thank you to backers too. 777, undead demi-halflings with oversized weapons become playable. 801, my mom gets a birthday card. 833, I send you a good RPG, like Terminus 5 or the Rollmaster thing. 861, assuming you pay me for my time in the shipping, I mean, come on. 888, I eat the potato salad. 912, I run a game for you. 913, I fly out to run a game for you. 915, I drink all of your parents' liquor. 916, I actually run the game for you sober. 917, never mind, forget the idea. 938, I add advanced movement rules. 957, I add super advanced movement rules, like Pegasus's.
Okay, I can handle that.
1044, world map added. 1071, world map added that matches the world of Vorpal. 1101, join me when I win the Emnies. 1152, join me on stage when I win it. 1210, you can accept my Emny for me. I'll be at the bar. 1212, demi-dragons with laser beam eyes. 1235, damn, just looked at the prices for drinks. 1241, new pencils. 1241, colored picture of the Manti Drake Gorgon. 1299, I'll be reading Fine Dining, lunch at Wendy's. 1350, I'll color the cover. 1352, picture of me in a Super Raider costume. 1376, King Fu Ninja Stars added. 1381, nunchucks added. 1407, we added extra tomb to the tomb of the Tomb King.
Extra tomb of the tomb.
1516, I'll add the Blade of Woe. It had 5 blades that shoot off it. 1518, I'll add fireballs to the Blade of Woe. 1519, real fireball rules, not ones that are made up. 1520, 5 fireballs per blade on the Blade of Woe, and blade drips acid that burns through everything, even gods. 1550, new stretch goal. I reveal pages from my never-before-seen comic book. 1433, special super secret dungeon I wrote during lunch. Mega tough. None of my friends have ever gotten past the first room. 1455, professional wrestler class, because they're like super cool. 1456, I changed my mind. You don't deserve the wrestler class. DLC only. 1521, power kick added to ninja class. 1650, all king level and above get a 50 Shades of Vorpal coffee mug. 1800, you fall in a pit and die. 2100, all Kong level and above get a hardback version of the PDF. 2250, all king level and above get a 50 Shades of Vorpal t-shirt. 3100, all king level and above get a signed hardback version of the PDF. 3,300, I can move out of the basement. 4,999, complete Tomb of the Tomb Lord dungeon. 5,000, we actually buy software that can run spell checker. And he spelled spell checker wrong with a J. 5,001, complete Tomb of the Tomb Lord dungeon and included in the book. 5,050, we run spell check. 5,100, Jennifer takes me back. 5,500, we run spell check on the actual documents. 5,600, we make some of the spell check corrections. 5,810, encounter list includes for the Tomb of Tomb Lord dungeon. Let me get. 20,000 unlocks the super sweet black leatherette cover with gold embossed logo and bookmark available only for Kong level backers. And then, let's get to the. Oh, and then it was the 10,000. 54,000. I drive to Jennifer's house in my new Lamborghini and point and laugh.
So 50 Shades of Vorpal.
I get to move out of my parents' basement.
No,
Okay.
And again, always back folks on Kickstarter because Kickstarter's awesome.
Yay, Kickstarter!
Yay. Okay, back to the game.
Okay, so you guys were getting ready for the big shindig outside the big hole inside the big township.
If we confront them and they just say we're sorry, that sucks.
No, they have to make
We're
amends.
done.
We could just set them on fire.
So over
I didn't
at
say
the
that.
I'm like looking at her
all of
You
a
know, that's
sudden
weird. That's what a fire cultist would do.
you realize You realize how she spent her time with the fire cultist. I'm in pitch perfect person in the pitch fire. Flurry of blows into the fire.
I never took up arms against them. I just put people in a house and the flame killed them. Loophole!
No, seriously, there was a spider.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what else are you going to do with a spider?
You have to burn it.
Okay, so you don't see anything else at the quarry. Do you do anything else before heading back to town?
No, I was just looking for ambushy things.
Okay. So, you two, who were supposed to be watching the barbarian, what do you do when you realize he slipped away from the group?
I'll show up in a few minutes.
I'd be like, he's an adult.
He's
I'm
of
thinking,
age.
Yeah, I'm like, and
he's
the thing
older
of it
than
is,
he's older than 13.
Feels like if he's a problem.
I apparently trust him more than I trust the townspeople. At least the elders.
Crum's like, I don't believe he can read. I don't buy that.
No, mine will be like, if he causes problems, I suppose we'll just mop up or clean up.
I'm
or
not
whatever.
that attached to him yet, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
So
will be back.
pretty much town goes on as it is. There's a bunch of folks working on securing the area. There's barricades being put up with ropes to make sure the kids keep away. There's actually people smacking kids to keep away. The occasional mom dragging their kids
Smacking
away
kids?
from the hall.
Yes. Not even the right kids.
Just smacking
Just
kids
any
in general.
kid, right?
There's no CPS in D&D. Okay, so evening comes. People are,
Think of all the false calls regarding halflings.
Is someone selling those little things that go around your neck and blow things?
no,
Glow
but
sticks,
the priest could probably mop up selling those.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got that glow orb.
That's right, you do.
You got a party in your pack. Okay.
Everybody's invited.
So pretty much, when everyone's around, the sheriff does this whole, "Hey guys, I know everybody Everybody's excited about this going on, but we need the town elders up here, as well as the ladies and gentle beings of the hour who basically explored this hole and can tell us all about it. Come on up.
Yeah.
And he's going,
Sure.
on one side you've got 8 of the elders out there. They're all like,
Is
yeah.
there 8 the total number of elders?
Pretty much, yeah.
The random villager that's near me is going to get the mug that I haven't finished.
And that halfling who's half
the one
looks
who's-
at you and he's like,
Look,
I love you, bear man.
He idolizes you.
And we almost got
Jocelyn's
skewed
gonna-
on character sheets. Let's move the phone.
Right when she was
Before
drinking.
we continue with our revelry and merriment, how are we when it comes to our healthfulness?
We are.
Have we rested it
The
sufficiently?
priest of the cord would have tended
Yep.
to any
So,
of our
so
needs,
everyone
and we have
is you're up to full. You've pretty much had time to recruit.
the other priests. I'm
I
sure
love
made
you
sure
too,
that we were.
alcoholic
There's a test in this tap house to see if you're old enough to drink. You take your pinky,
You
your
must be
thumb, and
this-
touch.
you
If they
must
can
be-
touch,
you
you're old
must
enough
be
to drink.
This high. Right. The barkeep.
And they didn't go across the bow.
Dude, that wasn't
That
inconsistent.
was
That was
just.
inconsistent.
That was
I don't know
awesome.
about any of this stuff.
Oh my gosh. That was
And now the bartender knows
funny.
what the word tantric means.
So,
So, are you guys bearing your weapons? How are you going to this shindig?
I am bearing my weapon.
I'm definitely
because
carrying my weapons. Sorry.
I am bearing my weapon because I am also making it glow with the light of Pelor.
Oh.
So that it acts as another torch and a beacon to direct
Yeah, I
their...
love Pelor. Can't get enough of that
Okay.
Pelor.
Got enough? Everyone's got their armor on as well?
I
Yeah.
just, I never
I'm just
go.
normal.
Looking awesome.
I don't have
Yeah.
any armor.
I don't
I'm
have any
armor-free.
weapons on except
I
for a
think
staff.
I just play my
So,
bear.
Cassandra,
I
do you
need
have
some
your
studded
orb glowing floating next to you?
Yeah.
Because it's impressive.
I
Yeah,
have,
show
I
off.
have the crossbow piece tied, but I'm using my staff as a walking stick.
Okay.
Well, I always have my ladle
Okay. So,
and my fists.
I'm going to glower at anybody that either gets too close to her or looks like one of the people that strung me out.
We
Yeah.
can
Okay.
have it.
I like that.
so Kriv, are you using any of your light spell?
When I get up there,
Okay.
wrapping the staff and a little bit along the face.
Okay. So pretty much is everyone's the elders are on their side of the sheriff and you're on the other side of the sheriff because he's trying to be like, let's not let people get killed. This isn't the Ides of March. Okay, so
Let the
he
shanking begin.
basically says now there's disturbing news that everyone in this town needs to know about the hole, and he gestures towards this giant hole behind him that I'm pretty sure everyone here is seeing, and there's a little laughter and chuckles going through the crowd, but these great and noble, and he kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Where's the guy with the hat and sword?"
Oh, he's right there. You just can't see him because he is
He's not here. I don't know what she said.
camouflaged.
I don't know what she said.
He got-
He's not here.
He got murdered by the elders.
Oh, lions ate him.
Lions ate
None
him.
of you out there strung him up, did you?
It's
Oh,
like,
that'd be terrible.
Most
And
likely.
there's some murmurs in the crowd of, "We wouldn't do that to anyone who doesn't deserve it." They're not looking at the gentleman behind the cleric.
how
And-
tall are you, by the way?
How tall are you?
6'2".
I'm shorter than you.
Okay.
Okay, so pretty much he passes on. Well, he'll turn up sometime. So, can you great noble adventurers tell us what you found when you dared to go to the bowels of the hole?
Oh no, not again! I'm gonna
So-
shake him.
So who's going to talk for the group?
Trev will
hold it.
start up.
Okay.
Who has the best performance?
I have a plus
3.
1,
I have a 0.
I have a +2.
plus 3.
Well, if you talk it out, I'll even give you advantage.
Yeah, you'll still have your
So-
fixed plus. but you can use your
What's your performance?
My performance. Oh, it's -1.
You must have
That
the best
just I am
performance.
going to. Then I will relay the.
That's why I get him drunk.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna pull the
So-
whole C-3PO Ewok thing, right? You know how
What?
he was like a great performer for them.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Told the stories.
Okay,
They're all
so
like,
I got
"Yay!"
a
Well,
19.
as I said, if you tell us the story, I'll give you advantage on the roll.
Upon entering your town, we discovered the many woes that face your populace, and having conquered a few of them, and bandits among them, and helping the church prosper to feed the poor, we apparently the other day a chasm developed in the middle of your town. Darkness seeping from beneath sucked it down into your town place. So, we brave adventurers, we went in seeking to aid those who fell in.
They were kids.
Main character.
What you're not noticing, everyone, is the sign was put on the window saying Gary is going to hurt himself. And everyone's pointing towards Gary because he's swinging this very large prop sword in the air.
It's not a
Not
prop.
really
It's
a
metal.
prop sword.
It's a
That's
real
a real
sword.
sword.
It's not fighting quality.
It's just
It's not fighting
It's not
quality,
fighting quality.
but it's
Prop.
metal and heavy.
You
And-
can leave
and
it on
pointy.
the prop. Okay, so sorry. Sister Solace, please continue.
Where was I? Seeking to rescue those poor individuals and children who fell into the hole. We rescued them, and then we went into the bowels of the earth in order to see what had caused this devastation in your town. Upon entering this dark, dark place, we found many things that were most disturbing. We found sacrifices. We found dead bodies, giant rats, evil, and worst of all, an evil cult. We were attacked, and but we were successful, and we lived to tell the tale of defeating this horrible. Was he a warlock or a priest?
He was a priest.
He was a priest of the vile earth cult, seek on the destruction of this world.
And pretty much when you say the earth cult, the sheriff reaches under his arm, pulls out a scroll, unsheaths it, with his back to the elders, and showing the audience and you guys, it's got that symbol.
Oh, okay.
That symbol of the earth cult without the
Yes.
elders behind him seeing
Yes. We learned that, that we discovered them, and unfortunately we were not able to catch the priest who viciously assaulted us, and has been raining unbeknownst terror upon your township. But we escaped.
As soon as she
However-
says that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the dude they were talking about.
However, upon trying to exit the cavern in the hole, we were attacked. We were set upon by 5 individuals of this earth cult, clad solely in earthen armor. We fought them. We valiantly fought them, and we destroyed them, all but one. We captured one of these individuals, and he gladly decided to repent for his horrible crimes against this community, and by so doing, he has decided to do penance and serve this township to try and regain back your respect. And not only that, he did tell us who amongst your people are involved
And
in this vile cult, and they.
And at that very moment, the priest of court shoves out the gentleman in his manacles, so he lands in the ground with his manacles, because they're so heavy, hitting the ground. And he kind of looks up apologetically at you guys and looks around at the townsfolk. And then he kind of doesn't look at the elders by avoiding their gaze completely, as, you know, there's a few dirty looks being shot to him from the elders. Sorry, go ahead.
And this poor creature who was misled by these individuals into believing that this was his service to this vile cult was the only way to save this town, when in fact it was destroying it. This man, this brave man, yes, he has committed crimes, but he is choosing to, we must show him compassion. He is going to serve out his time to make penance for this, okay? has told us who is responsible. And I will look. And I'm going to use thaumaturgy. Okay? And my eyes will glow. Okay? And to match the light of my shining mace, okay, golden mace, is like, and I will point it at the elders. Your elders have sold your township into the slavery of this vile earth cult. And they have corrupted not only themselves, but your populace.
And killed.
It's like they are responsible for the many deaths that you have witnessed, and I have no doubt are also responsible for this evil drought upon your evil township.
Well, that's a splendid township.
Okay, and not only that, okay, the thaumaturgy I'm gonna cast again, and I'm gonna make my voice resonate.
Okay.
Careful, not too much. You don't want the chasm to open up.
No. It's like to make my voice resonate. It's like they are the ones who need to be tried for their criminal activities. These individuals you trusted the town and your populace, the ones who were supposed to take care of you, the ones who were to protect you, have offered you up into the service of these vile cult members.
Okay, pretty much all of a sudden huge amounts of murmurs in the audience. I mean, all of a sudden people are like, what?
We have a signed confession.
And then all of a sudden, you hear some redneck voice in the crowd go, what's a chasm? And the guys, like your butt. Oh, bowels. Now I get it.
Seriously?
Had to.
Back to the actual game.
Pretty much, there's murmurs going on of what? And the elders seem to visibly be squirming as pretty much our favorite tapkeeper's wife immediately drops her knees crying. No! These people are lying! They're outsiders! All outsiders should be put to the rope! We need to protect our community!
Yes!
No.
Trip steps up. That's exactly the excuse we were told you would use. And no, that is not how the community is protected.
No.
The cult came to you telling you that they would protect your community. Isn't that right? And the cult promised that they would protect your community. They were behind all of these murders for people who were disrupting their power. And that is exactly what they tried to do to my homestead. Unlike the humans here, we did not crumble, but the cult came anyway for our throats. While your efforts to protect were genuine, your methods are foul. We need these people, and he points out to the crowd, better trained to watch out for the likes of that priest, to confront the likes of that priest, and to call out people like you.
And you see a couple of the younger studs in the crowd are like, yeah, we can protect Red Larch. Yeah, we like this guy, big old dragonborn. And then all of a sudden, when you make your point, all of a sudden, Ilmith, he just drops to his knees. Please forgive me, all of you. I only tried to do what was right. They're telling the truth. Everything they say, it's true. It's true. We've done bad things in the name of protecting this community. These people, it's true. And all of a sudden, at that very moment, a crossbow bolt goes shooting out of the audience into that gentleman.
The one who just
blubbered that you're.
Can we see where it came from?
Give me a perception check. As he drops
I'm
dead.
so not perceptive.
That very
Oh,
moment.
no, I am. Apparently.
You are expected to
I
be perceptive.
I got 14.
am not perceptive.
14.
Oh, I got 6.
I got
16.
5.
And all of a sudden, at that very moment, we'll have to do it without miniatures. We can do it without miniatures.
16.
Here's my miniature.
All of a sudden, in the crowd, you hear a shout from a voice that's vaguely familiar. Rise, true believers of Red Larch! Do not let these outsiders poison you with their honeyed words.
New deputies of Red Larch! Seize that man!
Okay? All of a sudden, simultaneously, what's breaking out is the crowd is
The greatest
parting.
bar fight we've ever seen.
Because all of a sudden you see the priest that you saw earlier
Oh, he's
at
got
the
to
edge
go.
of the crowd. Basically, he's throwing off a disguise. He's not wearing his flourishy outfit,
We
but
knew
he's
that
got
was gonna
his
come.
under armor. And about 6 of his goon squad, probably, and you actually recognize these guys from guys staying at the inn that aren't locals, wearing similar to what they were usually wearing before. Pretty much, they're all scattered amongst the crowd. These 6. He is sitting there squaring off at you guys, and you see him. He's getting ready to roll his sleeves up and start casting some magic. And just at that moment, as his 6 guys are throwing off their disguises and pulling out their weapons, you see locals in Red Larch all of a sudden grabbing tools and whatnot, and basically daggers even, and they're surrounding the 6 individuals.
Thank God.
So those guys are taken care of. Pretty much, you do have this priest facing all of you guys.
He's fully Pat Max again.
Yes,
so are
he's in
we,
the same
yeah.
shape as you guys are.
But we have the advantage here because
Well, except we're also in fireball formation at the moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, we have to protect the populace.
Yeah.
And there is a large crowd here
Yeah,
as
we
well.
have to dissipate
Right.
this crowd. and
I
fight
can
them.
try to calm the audience and try to get them away while you guys take care of them.
Okay. And by the way, you guys have definitely won the audience over, especially when a guy shoots one of the locals and, to shut him up.
Mm-hmm.
Even though one of the elders, basically, Marlandro is denying that. This is all lies! Rubbish! Rubbish! The gentleman who owns the pawn shop, he's basically very adamantly. Of course, you even see he does this feigned, my friend, when he jumps on the dead guy.
Yeah, your friend that just said, it's all true.
Yep.
It's all true.
So everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
22.
Oh my God, I actually did
4?
a decent initiative.
It's the worst initiative ever.
18.
Cassandras.
18.
Awesome.
Who's going to go between you?
He will go first because he's got the better dexterity.
I
20.
have 18 also.
Oh, okay, between the 3 of you. Jocelyn, do you want to go first, or shall Xander go first?
My dex is +2. Do you want to go first?
No,
Xander?
I'm just going to try to get the crowd to safety and calm them
Okay,
down.
sorry, Chris, what did you get?
20.
You can go first.
Whoa!
So that's what I was going to try and do. I was going to cause a thunderbolt and tell the populace to flee.
No, I was good.
What are you going
I was going to get them, tell them, come with me, lead them to safety, and tell them a story.
to? Come
try
with me
calm
if you
them
want
down.
to live.
He's going to use words.
Got it.
It's,
I even wrote down what I'm going to say.
Seriously?
Awesome.
Do we have
All
deputies
right.
on hand?
The deputies are basically going after the 6 individuals in the crowd.
We're
Oh,
focusing
say,
on
I
the
thought
priest.
No, I need people. We also got to keep the elders from
Scatter the
running.
crowd.
Well, the sheriff
gonna
may
kill
do
the
that as
priest.
well.
Okay,
He
good.
didn't roll very well on his own. Because he's liking this whole, I'm not making accusations, you guys are making accusations, because the elders gave me this job, so I'm not exactly comfortable.
And his. Oh no, that was.
Okay, so,
Yeah,
Black Hand, you are first.
Okay, so
Black hand.
Black
how
hand.
far
Black
is
is
the
Black.
priest from me?
Okay, sorry.
How far is the priest from me?
The priest is within your running distance. He's within
my
30
running distance?
feet.
Yeah, so
He's within
I'm
30?
gonna
He's within 30.
I'm gonna
Oh.
push myself in front of her and pull out my blade, which is all weird looking.
Okay.
Mage-killer, thirst for your blood, priest. Just charge towards him, reckless attack.
Okay. Give me a roll once he safely sheathed the weapon.
Just charge towards him. Come on, you can do it. You can do
And
it.
that's a charge. You get +2, don't you?
Yep. 11, 16, 17, 18.
18 will hit.
Oh no, it's higher than that. It would have been, Okay, 18 will hit. Good.
18 will hit.
Okay, and reckless attack, so I get that on damage. Okay, so damage.
You're recklessly attacking?
He's recklessly charging in.
That's very reckless.
That's kind of reckless, yeah.
Have we had a
This
long
is the
rest?
same day, though,
Yes.
right?
Well, technically, you guys have all had enough of a break from doing any real activity.
But this is the same day. I don't have my spells back.
You do.
I do.
We're basically
Okay.
saying you've had a long rest for it.
All right.
You've recuperated.
That's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of damage.
Okay, your sword slashes into him, drawing blood.
Sweet.
Okay, so it is Crib's turn.
Oh,
That's good.
oh, right.
right.
Yeah, because he rolled good.
Yep.
He rolled well.
He rolled good.
He rolled well.
Going to advance halfway up, but not completely up.
Which
Get
killer is
myself
a bastard,
about 15 feet behind him.
15 feet behind him, okay.
And going to use a witch bolt on him.
Ooh.
Oh, wait,
All
we've got
sippy
Witch
with
Killer
it.
and Witch Bolt.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That won't hit though.
That's not
Okay, so you go firing a witch bolt off into the neighborhood.
The crowd.
Everybody for this, until my next turn, everybody that attacks me melee gets advantage on me.
On you?
Yeah, because
Okay, right charging.
Yep.
Okay. So
But only
Oh, I
melee.
should. Can I?
Only
Shit!
melee.
I forgot I had this.
what?
Can I roll the attack with advantage?
I will say not this time, but you can
You
use
can't
it
use it
next turn.
retroactive.
Yeah, you want to use it ahead of time. We're pros now. We'll stick with that one. Otuk.
Right. Well, I'll shout to the sheriff. Protect the elders. Get them out of here. We'll
Lock
watch
them
them
up.
for questioning later, and then I guess I'll run up because I have to be within range of the ladle.
Yes, you have to be within later range.
I'm going to try, and my speed is 35.
That will definitely get
Yeah,
you
you're
there.
definitely.
So can I run behind the
Around him? You can get off to the side of him,
Oh,
but you're not flanking.
All right, so I'll get to the side of him, working my way
Don't
towards
forget you do have
flanking.
your flurry of blows thing. That's
Right.
You also
freaking
should have your
dangerous.
chip for. Oh no, I guess you. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
are you throwing that at
chipping
me?
I am throwing that
You're
chip there
chipping
at
in
you.
there.
And you'll have to remind me of the flurry of blows on page 78 of yon bonny book. All right. Let's see. Will a 17 hit him?
A 17 will hit him.
All right.
Spend a key point and to make 2 unarmed attacks.
For 5, and then I'll spend the key point, and I'll attack him again.
Twice.
That's some creative dice throwing.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
came up a 3. You don't want
You
that.
don't want that
No,
one.
I-
It
No,
was
I-
off the table anyway.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
I
throw
don't
over
like
the
that
table.
one anymore.
Well, it's funny when it comes on the floor as a 20. People want that.
Yeah.
Oh, both of those will hit.
Yes! Alright, delightful.
Okay.
Alright. So is
So
it
roll your normal damage and then roll the double,
so 6.
and then the roll for the crit.
It's double damage, right?
Yep.
And
Ooh.
Ooh.
Plus 8.
Yeah, 7.
15.
Plus 8, 15. Oh my god.
Dang.
Nice. Alright
Well,
then.
we're a little mad at him.
Oh,
Just a little bit.
I'm angered.
Jeebus, her
It
flurry,
hasn't been his
your
turn yet, right?
flurry of blows just, you see his armor cracking and blood flying in directions from this. Barbarian, you are impressed with the fury of the small monk.
Well, I
Okay.
just get some bad news about the barkeeper
She's
today.
taking out a pain.
Cassandra, it
She's
is
taking
your
out her
turn.
frustrations.
So I will yell for the villagers to follow me. I'm going to lead them away from the conflict.
Okay.
And I will try to tell them down, or calm them down, by telling a story, but it will be wisdom because I'll be telling a proverb.
Oh.
You're gonna run offended.
Wait, he wrote the
And-
thing,
and
so
you're gonna get advantage.
Now,
he's gonna
quickly,
read.
this way. Now, when horrible things like this happen, it's better to talk of what happened here. When you get a hole in a ship, you don't just patch it up, you find out why. Now, this town obviously did not have a cult to start with, or everyone would be dead. No. A fox only wants food, and a fox only needs food. Thus, when winter comes, a fox can rest in a cave or in a tree. Man needs food, but man wants shade. Man wants comfort. Man wants heat. Then, when winter comes, man has destroyed everything, and he freezes. That's why this horrible tragedy happened. It was greed.
Oh, I see.
Because that's what happened when... So, 13, 14, 15, 16.
They basically are evacuating with you. Your wise words have touched them. They're like, follow this druid, and someone get him a beer.
Someone get him a beer.
Get him a bear.
And,
bear.
it could be extrapolated that the greed of these elders is why this town is suffering.
Because they forsook everyone else.
Forsook.
Yes.
Yeah,
thank you.
it's more of the leaving of nature, really.
Yes. They've been bad people.
Mm-hmm. Nature has been
Okay,
destroyed.
so the druid is evacuating the people out quickly. And Sister Solace.
Sacred flame.
Okay, go ahead and give me a
Flame.
strike.
He
Or
just
he
has to
makes a
succeed
save?
against dexterity.
Of dex check of what?
It has to be, I think it's 12. Hold on. Spell DC 12. Yeah.
Now remember, are we all grouping up around him?
He makes a 12 and or 13,
Yes,
depending
yeah, but
on how
we're
you
close
want to look
enough
at it.
that
Yes, he makes
the
his save. So
crystal
half
resonance
damage
isn't
or
gonna
no damage?
be an option for him yet.
He basically shrugs off as the sacred flame descends down and burns the.
It doesn't have a thing for...
Okay, so basically he shrugs off and the sacred flame just glistens off his twice cursed armor.
Damn it.
Okay,
I know.
are you moving any
Shield,
closer or?
No, I don't have to hit. I don't have to
Okay.
get close to hit him.
Okay, so it is his turn.
I am standing like a beacon.
I'm right in
That
front
means
of
we're
him.
far enough apart. that
I'm
we're not
right in
AOE.
front of him.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
should have taught-
There's these two.
I
me
put
50
myself
feet away,
right
and then
in
you
front of
50
him.
That's
feet.
true. He's right
I
there.
put myself right in front
Yes,
of him.
he's going to do an AoE.
Yeah, because
though.
this spell also
Probably.
they get no benefit from cover.
Yes, but he's going to do an AoE. Is most likely why he's
Well,
asking
you
who's
know,
around him.
we'll be the ones bearing the brunt of that AoE.
I'll try not to shoot you. Well,
Okay.
that would be appreciated. I'll try. I really try not to.
So
shoot you.
first he's going to raise his
No,
foot
you'll
up
shoot me.
and then
Yeah.
slams in a familiar way his foot down on the ground, summoning the power of the very earth, the cursed black earth.
What's the
around him.
radius?
Radius is 10 foot around him.
Okay, so I'm out of it.
So Otuk
And me.
and Lackhand,
Make.
give me a dex save.
Okay.
Woo!
Otuk definitely makes it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
24.
Yeah.
Okay, you've made it as
That
well.
was a pretty dice.
Thank you.
Well, you were expecting it this time. See?
Well,
Yeah,
I wasn't.
well,
I didn't know he was going to.
That's right. He's not expecting. He's just awesome.
But I'm
he's-
pretty agile. Pretty agile.
He expects all the badness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was out here scouting first.
Okay, so you each take 1 point of damage, but since you made your save, you were not knocked prone.
But I did take a point of damage.
Yes.
No.
No.
The very minimum amount of damage he could give to you.
That's fine.
Okay, so he is going to go ahead and use Expeditious
You
Retreat.
can't. It's a standard action.
It's a bonus action.
Mm.
The spell
Oh,
is a
right.
bonus action. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Good try, though. Good
So
try.
he doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
No,
No, it still provokes an attack of opportunity. It's just he gets an extra dash.
Okay.
So both of you guys give me an attack of opportunity here.
Right.
Oh,
No.
Otuk misses.
I'm going to miss too.
Oh, so he quickly dashes away from you guys by about 30 feet, and then he
Still
walks. He walks closer towards the elders,
Okay.
Oh, he's going
As-
to try and kill the elders.
maybe, or try.
Or he's going to try and free them.
or try to save them, or whatnot.
Okay.
Just because one of his lackeys killed one. Okay, and then he basically looks at the elders and says, "Run, you fools, if you wish to continue serving the cult of the Black Earth."
Well, they just heard how horrible the cult of the Black Earth is. Maybe they don't want to serve anymore.
Maybe.
Just saying.
I
But
don't
you
know.
never know.
I don't know. It's
All right,
pretty
well,
cool.
Well, hold on. Give me a sec. I was letting everybody talk.
Great healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, as the elders start to move, the sheriff pulls out his sword, and he just, at the tip of his sword, stops the one gentleman who kept profaning his innocence from running.
Uh-huh.
And you just hear him say, "You seem mighty familiar with this character here," and gives him the steely eye. Like, you may have given me the job. I may have been a foppish sheriff, but I'm still the constable in this
Yeah.
town.
And he strangles
he's got it.
chickens.
Yeah.
Yes. He chokes
Right.
the chicken, but he didn't choke the deputy. Okay, and back to the top of the
No,
order.
I haven't done.
She's
Yeah,
gonna
she
go.
hasn't done her
Oh,
thing.
you're right. You're a 4. Go for
I
it.
quickly have
Um,
run behind cover.
I'm putting Hunter's Mark on the priest.
Okay.
Okay. And here's my advantage, and
Okay.
I'm going to shoot the priest.
Are you
gonna
also going to put thorns on it?
No.
No,
because it's the.
I have to hit the priest first to
But
do
also,
that.
if you
Okay.
put thorns around it, then the
And
sheriff's
besides-
gonna get hit.
Well, the
If I
sheriff's out of the
actually
way.
cause any damage, then I'll
He's-
still
he's
get an
not-
extra
he's
6
not
sided
adjacent,
die
it's only adjacent.
against him.
Okay.
Oh.
So, and
Yeah.
Well, Carrie, before you roll, you can put thorns on because remember the priest moved away from everyone.
that's true. I could.
Yeah,
You
but
could.
if
But then again, if you cast shield, you're
But the hunter's mark gives me more
Okay.
damage.
Okay,
Do
go
that.
for it.
do that.
So,
You're in charge.
We're good for that.
and is a 17 good enough to hit?
That's exactly what you would need to hit it. So yes, your arrow goes flinging out for how much damage?
All right, so that is.
You say he
a-
uses shield.
I know.
I'm
I'm waiting
going-
for that to happen.
I
Yes,
know.
he does use shield.
But he hasn't
Sorry.
cast it yet.
Well, no, it's a
It's
Oh,
a
it's
reactionary.
it's a reactionary thing.
13.
But actually, he
oh,
can't
no.
because he used his expeditious retreat as his
He's
bonus.
20
action.
points of damage.
Ooh, he's dead.
Holy shit!
Because I've got 13 here. Oh, no. I take that back. 16 points of damage.
Far less
Okay.
impressive than
Ah,
20
but
points.
no,
Still.
it's impressive for me.
It's a lot of damage.
It's
And you didn't hit a single party member.
Especially
Hello,
seeing
thank
as
you.
your arrow goes arching out, hits him in the side, and he crumples to the ground.
He's prone.
No, he's
Dead.
and crumples to the ground.
So he's at 0.
He seems to be not moving.
Who's up next?
Okay,
Top of
so
the
now,
order.
now it is top of the order, the barbarian's turn.
Who's left?
Basically, there's little tanglements going up with the folks basically, piling up on these 6 idiots that decided to fight, and they're basically all being taken down to their knees.
So there's no one left to murder.
Unless you want to go make sure that the priest is dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check him out.
Okay? You have a feeling that the threat of life is very, very frayed
I'm
on
wondering
him
if
right
we
now.
should. Do we want to question him?
He's too much of a threat.
I don't know.
I've got a plan. when
It's my initiative, so I get
Yeah.
up there, and if he looks like, is he alive?
He looks
Yeah,
like he's
he's
dying.
You can coup de grace.
You're going to
coup
coup
de
gras?
Right through the throat.
Okay. The barbarian just drops his blade onto him, finishing him off.
Initiative over.
And just
As-
to make sure, my initiative is going to be walking up to him
Throwing him
and
in the
flame
pit.
breathing him. Just to make sure.
Oh! As the barbarian stabs him, and his blood is
I'm
staining the
gonna
earth
back off so I don't
black.
get flame breath.
And the dragonborn comes up and just belches fire,
Mm-hmm.
and it turns him into a black, scorched grease mark on the ground.
Excellent.
Any last words?
Sucks to be.
And- This is what you get for the dishonorable disdain of your own people.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
You
what
will
do
be
the-
forgotten.
What are the.
did any of the elders run?
The elders thought about running, but the sheriff stopped
Well, I
the
know.
3 that he's got on the confession.
Okay, which were the ones that were going to run?
Basically, older folks.
Oh.
We're talking like 60-year-olds panicking.
Because
away
there's
from the
7
whole-
of them up there.
Yeah.
Now. One's dead.
There was, yeah. One's dead. The older folks have ran off. The sheriff's mainly worried about the folks he has on the confession, keeping them from
Mhm.
running away.
So it's the 7 elders are still
Yeah.
there. Okay. All
Are we
right.
killing the priest or interrogating him?
He's
first?
already
dead.
dead. That's what you get
Oh,
for
coup de
stepping
grace.
out of the
Plus-
room.
Oh, you
plus
coup de
flame
grace
breath.
him?
He got
Okay,
coup de
sorry,
grace
I
and
had to
turned,
step out for the phone call.
and he
I
got
couldn't
turned
do
into a
another one.
greasy smear by the dragonborn.
Yeah.
Well, he deserved it.
Yes.
But we can interrogate the elders.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to interrogate them.
And all of a sudden you're hearing murmurs from the folks that were seeing this fight. Did you see that? That priest made the earth tremble and shake. You
I can
know,
do that
people are
too.
like, hey, you guys saved us from the guy who made the earth move.
That's right. They'll think they caused the cave-in, even though that was really
And I'll,
just.
as the murmurs start and we hear that, stepping away from the group, and I'm like, yes, it's called magic. Some of you can learn it. And I'll thunder wave
Okay.
away from anybody.
Okay. Everyone's like in awe, shock and awe with the dragonborn throwing magic around like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So does anybody have anything they want to throw out there?
Well, is there anything to explore on the body, or is it just a charred hump?
It's a charred husk at this point.
Yeah.
Well then, I think we just need to be speaking with the remaining.
Is there a
I think we should need to
a prison-
encircle the elders so they don't go anywhere.
Where were those kegs?
I was like, I'm going to ask.
They've
those,
already
like,
been opened and out, and people are just dipping their tank.
Yeah, I'm gonna be spending my time there.
I'm going to address the council, the elders.
Okay.
And I'm just like, and the guy who's chained is still up in front
he's still on the ground.
It's like, do you 7 wish to confess such as your comrade has, and choose penance for your crimes against this community?
Give me an intimidate. You can use whatever stat works legitimately for that, because that was pretty down there.
Well, I'd say charisma still works.
Yep.
Well, still intimidation.
Yeah. And you want advantage.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Definitely give that to you. Because one of them will go ahead and double 12s.
I got 14.
Okay. Basically,
and I used thaumaturgy to make my eyes glow.
Ooh.
And
that
that
could have given you advantage without a chip.
So give me a +1, so make it 15.
Okay, 15. Okay, basically, some of the folks, the older folks, just like, we did what we thought was protecting the community. We couldn't help it. The priest, he could read the signs of the moving stones. He told us what they meant. Finally, we knew what they meant. They were going to guide us to prosperity.
You mean
so you've known about this dwarven temple for all along?
We found the ruins long ago from the quarry.
You realize it's a dwarven workshop, right?
And they just kind of, what?
Oh, aye. The stones are just so that we can, build statues and things a little bit more easily.
No. Didn't you see the bones of our honorable ancestors are left there? It's a shrine to the earth powers.
It was a trick.
Indeed. I'm sorry.
And pretty much you're throwing this out there so nicely, and they're like, you just made us question our belief system. But the stones, they move in ways that only the priest could decipher.
Have a drink, you'll feel better.
No. So hold it. They said they make the stones move. It's like, yeah, it's all a trick. Watch, I will make thunder. Boom, thaumaturgy.
Okay. And between seeing what your sorcerer can do and what you can do,
it's like you
pretty
were
much
manipulated into performing
all
evil.
of them start breaking out in begging, except for Marlandro, who still, this is all just a big mistake. No, you have nothing to apologize for. We were doing our best to save this community. It's all just a mistake.
You're killing innocent people.
You have no proof of any of this.
Yes, your man even admitted that you killed the contingent from the mirror bar.
This delusional madman.
And your friends all just confessed that they were taken in by this false cult.
Well, they were threatening.
They perhaps were taken in, but I was not.
So then why ask you a question? Didn't you profit greatly off of this drought that your priest friend arranged when everyone here in the village had to bring their things to you to pawn them so that they could buy the flour to make bread so they could live? And I would like to spread that at a large volume so that maybe the townspeople can hear what I have to say.
And pretty much at that exact moment, you hear murmurs of people like, yeah, that's right.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to use ominous whispers.
Okay.
In the crowd.
So on top of...
It just whispers, hey,
while everyone's distracted, where was this guy's shop?
This guy's shop was down the way.
Okay, I'm going to go start taking stuff.
We need to find out how they're causing the drought and stop it.
Okay.
I'm not there.
So pretty much, the crowd's going, you're right. I had to take my plow horse down just to feed my family. And different murmurs in the audience just going on that they're completely agreeing with. And then all of a sudden one guy goes, hey, wait a minute. Didn't he have in his shop that one time those dwarven things that we didn't see any dwarves come through town, and he was selling dwarven, work tools and craftsman things? Where did he get those? Yeah.
From the dwarves.
Hey guys, I just found this sweet horse and dwarf things.
Oh, it looks like you have a few things from the Mirabar delegation that you slaughtered down below.
Okay, pretty much at that point, though, the sheriff will step in we don't know for sure about this, but on the confession that I've received from this poor wretch, and he gestures to the gentleman on the ground, that I do have something that I would like you all to investigate while we finish sorting this situation out. supposedly this wretch has given us the location of where they were attacked and where their bodies could be found to ensure that they're properly laid to rest. It's the least that we can do for the Mirabar contingency.
I agree. Well, I'm going to ask those that are confessing, other than that jack off that's not.
Oh, and you obviously get the idea. He knows he's caught, but he's pulling the stiff upper lip of, no, I'm not a criminal. No.
He's like a toddler.
You know? He runs a pawn shop. He's really good at lying.
Kriv leaves him with the thing of, they'll just hang you anyway. And he walks off.
Ooh, he gets kind of nervous at that one since, he liked, meking out punishments of hanging people.
Yeah.
And then keeping their things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's the only... We can't give his belongings to someone. That would be wrong. We put him in my shop for sale.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so meanwhile, while this is going on, what is happening in his shop, by the way, since someone kicked in the door?
Oh, I'm taking stuff.
What are you doing with the stuff that you're taking?
Putting it in bags.
Where are you taking it?
Keeping it in my bag.
So what kind of things are you taking? It's basically a simple common
something
pawn
that
shop.
he looks like he's taken that's expensive.
There are fine master craftsmanship dwarven tools.
That's about probably the nicest thing in the town.
I'll be
That's
taking
the
those.
nicest thing in the shop.
And
Okay. And there is a ledger.
Okay. I'm not doing anything about it. I'm just taking those.
Okay.
But if he takes all the tools
Ask
and
the
they
other
go in and
elders.
find the dwarven tools, there won't be
Anything in the temple that is contributing, that is contributing to what is causing the drought and and strange weather. Is there anything in the temple that's doing that?
We don't know. The priest was directing us to do as he intended. He says he has colleagues at different locations. It's something called elemental nodes.
So there has to be an elemental node here.
Maybe it's not
They
one
look
of earth.
completely
Maybe
ignorant.
it's one of
they're not going to
fire that's causing the drought.
It's probably a combination. All the elements are working.
Perhaps.
Okay, and the sheriff basically is telling folks, okay, guys, it's been an exciting night. Go home.
Does he have a place to lock these guys up?
He doesn't really per se, but he apparently is going to be using the smokehouse for the chickens.
So they'll be extra tasty.
I think they should find some place to lock lock them in a cellar. They like the dirt so much. As long as there's no secret exits.
Maybe in the smokehouse with the chickens is good.
Yeah.
If he ties them up
These
really
folks
well.
don't seem very rough and tumble-ish.
Yeah, they're pampered and they're.
Well, they're not really. They're
What about the other guard?
folks.
What about the other burly teeth? Do they know anything?
What
The burly guys that were
the six.
yes.
Yeah.
You mean the three that are left because the other three were beat to death?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Do they know anything?
They're basically.
about the nodes.
Are you going to interrogate
Yes.
them? Go ahead, give me a roll.
What am I rolling for?
Intimidation.
I have 0 intimidation, so let's hope I roll well.
Because you're so charismatic.
7.
Okay, so how are you interrogating this guy? Walking up, kicking him in the face? It
Yes,
sounds like
actually, that sounds right up my alley.
This sounds like what you're aiming for.
I get a 20. Non-natural.
Do you know anything about the nodes?
And
Why?
we're hired mercenaries. We were brought in by the priest to stay here to make sure that there was no trouble. Knew we should have killed you guys when you first came to town.
Probably.
You probably should have. But we
like
probably just would have killed you early then.
Our captain told us not to kill you.
And where is your captain?
Long gone.
As in fled or as in dead?
He's returned to his masters to tell them what's going on here.
And where are those masters?
Do I look like I'm the kind who knows? Why do you think he left us behind?
Yes, but you had to know where you came from.
I said I was a mercenary. I was hired and brought in from out of town.
And you just called him a captain. So,
How did you get in contact with him when you needed more orders? What were you supposed to do when you were done here in the town?
He said he would come back to town to give us more orders after we took care of you all.
Which direction did he head?
I don't know. We were preparing for tonight's attack.
When is he supposed to be back?
When he gets back.
Oh, you're a barrel of monkeys.
When he mouths off and says when he gets back, I'm gonna punch him in the face and answer a goddamn question.
Okay. He slugs and blood just sprays out of his mouth.
Let's try that again. Then I don't care.
I don't know. He didn't give us any directions other than to follow the priest's lead.
How do you plan to repay this community for the evils that you have committed upon it?
Slit every throat I need to get out of this town.
I firebolt.
I'm going to kill him.
I'm going to whip out my sword and my short
So
sword.
at this exact moment, when Sister Solace is interrogating him, all of a sudden an arrow and a firebolt come out of left and right field.
It's my
Short sword. I'm right there.
Okay, short sword and a firebolt. Your sword is coming out of his body flame red because the firebolt is your stab goes in, firebolt's taking him out, and you're pulling your sword out of his. This poof that hits
I will
Sister
calmly
Solace's
go to the
face.
next one that's still alive. You, sir. Do you care to answer my questions?
I don't know anything. Seriously, I was just hired to provide security here. I was staying at the inn. I don't know anything.
And how do you plan to repay this community for the evils that you have committed against it?
I will do whatever you ask me to do. And you just see tears streaming down his face.
He's probably pissing himself.
I will do anything.
I will come up behind him and clap him on the back. Congratulations, no firebolt for you. And move on to the third one.
And he just falls to the ground saying, thank you, all the gods. Thank you all. Thank you. And the third guy just looks at Crib as he walks up. I will fill that goddamn hole myself. Let me live. I will fill that hole a spoonful at a time. Just don't kill me.
I'm sure they'll give you a shovel.
And he just looks pleading at you like, please don't do what you did to him to me.
I take it you see the error of your ways.
It was just a job.
Killing people is just a job.
Times are tough.
It's like it
Haven't
is one
we
thing.
killed people
It
as
is
a
one
job?
thing
Yeah,
to
we
be
do.
a defender and take
Or
the
at least
life of somebody who
are
Well,
murdering
evil,
hobos.
but to be that evil is unacceptable.
You are absolutely right.
It's like, okay, we'll make sure to tell the sheriff that these gentlemen have agreed to perform any service and task needed to repair this community.
They're mercenary, though, so they'll not get weapons.
No.
Well, maybe the priest of court could help them with some, appropriate gear.
Well, unfortunately, he only has one
Yes, he
set
only
of
has
those.
one.
Oh, that's too bad.
Usually when you show one person what you're doing to someone who's punished, they
I
don't
would
repeat
not
offenders.
necessarily take these gentlemen to the priest of court, or the
And
priest
pretty
in this
much-
instance, because theirs is not. This is more of a secular matter as opposed to ecclesiastical.
Yeah, it's
Whereas
nice.
the other gentleman was willingly serving the cult.
That's funny.
These
'cause in
gentlemen
medieval
was-
times they were the same thing.
And by the way, you do notice that he is actually tending wounded people in the crowd because some of the
And the
folks
other
that were
priest.
fighting. Yep, they're actually tending the wounded in the crowd.
As will I.
I am enjoying this, but I'm freezing to death.
Okay, we can turn the AC.
And what's it at?
65.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Oh my God!
Yeah, I know.
Why
No
is
wonder
it
it's
cold?
65.
Poor Xander's freezing. Oh my God!
I'm
No,
going to start.
I'm fine.
I was like, do you look
It's
like
just,
you
it's
were?
very cold.
It's, you know what? It was going well beyond what it was set at. It was only set at like 72.
Because whoever said that last night then really cranked it down.
So.
Or Mark just thinks we're that high.
Yeah. something like that.
Okay, so you guys have pretty much stabilized the situation.
I like how I robbed a place and I'm the most moral of the group.
Well, you're
Hey,
more of a
I'm moral.
naturalist.
I'm lawful good.
Violence is my answer. The guy said the wrong thing. I killed him.
Which, by the way,
Oh, thank you.
Critical. We
I am-
also
Okay.
need people for jobs.
I am
It just
only
so happens
neutral
so good.
good.
They're,
Alright.
they're
I'm
bad
neutral
people.
good
I'm
too.
neutral good too.
I could give a shit about their laws. However, there are certain things that are right and wrong.
Well, see, here it is. Also, I'm kind of like, I'm for the good of all and stuff like that, sort of. Like, I don't want anything to happen to people. So when he said he wanted to slit just anybody's throats, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Them's fighting
Actually,
words.
if they had
them's
not killed
dying
him, I would
words.
have killed him myself.
it's completely acceptable. He was a total D-bag.
I was giving them options, but yeah.
The other
for
two,
the greater
however, were
good.
just
I have
hirelings.
compassion.
There's a reason why, one of the guys refused to actually go after an unknown person. That was the second guy. Okay, so pretty much you guys wrap up for the evening's festivities.
Oh, yes.
And are you guys breaking off and going to do what? Of course, O'Toole, you're getting an invite to go back to the tap house.
Oh, yeah, I need to find new lodgings for the time being.
His wife is being escorted somewhere else, so the house is free.
You know, when you're a widow, we'll talk.
There's the inn.
Okay.
Remember, the inn and the tap house are two separate things.
Yes, and apparently some of the rooms at the inn are now free, too, if you'd like individual rooms.
Oh, how delightful.
Remember, they have that one room that seats six, sleeps 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one you guys have. Mm-hmm. Of course, I've been staying at the...
But now the 6 individual rooms are free.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I haven't been staying at the inn. I've been staying elsewhere.
Well, you've been staying at the inn.
No.
At the tap house.
Or at the tap house
Yeah.
is what I meant.
Right.
Tappa tappa.
Tappa.
Okay, so that is a great place to wrap it up there. Quick question though, what time is it?
It
It is
is 12:32.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Sign to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.
Oh, first it's a roll again.
We'll record.
Called 50 Shades of Vorpal. Wow, people pledged 1,825.
Okay, get to the goal.
I'm getting to the goals. There's so many updates.
You have to click like the gold tab, the starter tab.
Don't you judge me.
There's no judgment here.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
Got
there's
it.
judgment.
Okay, here are the rewards.
1. No thank you. This PDF is too awesome to just give away, jerk. Pledge 5. PDF of the most awesome PDF ever. 50. PDF and print copy of the most awesome PDF ever. 500. King PDF and print copy and all of the stretch goals, plus your name on the cover. Also, if we reach our goal of frame print of this cover. 5,000. Kong, what do you want? Nothing weird. Wait, there was...
I don't think this is 50 Shades.
There are multiple 50 Shades of Vorpal. I am ashamed. Apparently there's multiple shades of Vorpal, and that was the non-funny one.
There's
That
at
was,
least,
I was like, okay.
There's at least 50
It's
shades of
some-
Vorpal, apparently.
Go on, I gotta
Find the real
this.
50 Shades of
Okay.
Vorpal.
Okay,
We'll be
so
back with our funny 50 Shades of Vorpal.
I wanna go to I'm gonna go to like the pit area, but I'm gonna stealth and I'm gonna look for like crossbow people and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good. He's going to look for snipers.
Scouting.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my advantage. 'cause
Okay,
I-
well, let's go ahead and do the opening real quick.
Oh.
Welcome back to D&D Journey of the 5th edition. Okay, so, Gary, what is your barbarian?
Okay, I'm gonna
hand doing?
leave the group as soon as I